Alright, y'all, so what's going on YouTube? It's your boy Big Clamp, man. Hey, just to get started, let me go ahead and thank everybody, that clicked on this video, decided to, see what I'm talking about. I'm going to give you guys the top 3 builds to make right now for NBA 2K23. Now, keep in mind, this year with the VC, as a lot of y'all probably already seen, it costs a lot to make these builds. A lot. So this is me giving, these builds after making like a couple builds before this, really trying to see what are the metas, what are the best attributes to have, stuff like that, man. So hey, if you can, consider dropping a like and subbing to the channel, man. I'm gonna go ahead and give y'all this first build. So I'm going to only give you the 3 builds because really most people who play only play on either a point guard type of build, a lockdown type of build, or big. So that's pretty much it, right? So I'm gonna give you a build for each of those type of positions or ways to play or whatever. So this is the first one right here. Okay, you want to make him 6'8", 186 pounds, and 7'6" wingspan, and then the body shape, you could do whatever you want with it. And then let me go ahead and show the build. So y'all see the badge count. Now keep in mind, this is next gen 2K23, right? This isn't current gen. This isn't 2K22. This is it's not a completely different game from current gen, but it's very different because of how the badge system is, and it's completely different as far as gameplay wise from 22. So keep that in mind when you're making builds. A lot of the different attributes that were good last year, it might not be as good this year, or some stuff that wasn't important last year, you really have to watch this year, right? So this first build, you get 16 finishing, 16 shooting, 22 playmaking, and 13 defensive, right? But on next gen, after I think you become a starter with your first My Career, you get an extra +4 badges. And then when you get the 90 overall, you make a rebirth. So you could get an extra 4 badges, put it on defense, and you're good, right? Because this year on 2K, they made it to where you have core badges now. So let's say for each category, there's a core badge you could equip, and it doesn't cost you any badge points. So keep that in mind when you're making builds. That if you want to do something elite, you have to have at least I say probably 16 badges on the category, because if you only have 15, you're only gonna have like a bronze tier 3 badge. That might not be a lot for you. You know what I mean? So you want to have at least 16, maybe up, depending on what you really want to do the best, right? So this is the point guard build I would make, and I was say everybody make. If this your first, you're just getting the game, a lot of people are getting the game for Christmas, go ahead and get this, make this build at point guard. If you like the dribble, if you kind of want to play a two-way game. And I'll say this year, while slashing isn't the most OP thing in my opinion, I think fades are, but I will say slashing is definitely a meta this year. Finishing gotta be the meta. It's way easier to finish than it was last year, and I will say this for sure: if you can finish on your build, it makes it so much easier to play, because it's not hard to shoot. 79 3-ball, you can definitely hit. I got a diamond finisher 6'9" with a 77 3. I hit. So if I can, I know y'all can. You know what I mean? And if you want, you could take ball handle down, maybe pass sack down a little bit, and put it on your 3-point shot. The reason I didn't do that is because I needed to put it on ball handle. That way I could get Hall of Fame quick first step. Pass sack. Now, if you're driving to the rim this year, if you're running point this year, your pass sack has to be up. It has to be up. It cannot be low like it was last year and you're still good. No, you're gonna throw crazy, like ridiculously little kid type of passes if you don't put your pass sack up. So 86 is the lowest you can go and still have gold bailout. You know what I mean? And that's a key badge as a finisher. And then the defense, 86, you get silver clamps. Silver clamps is good this year. 88 block, you get Hall of Fame chase down artists. And Hall of Fame is crazy. I'll say on any other tier this year, chase down artists isn't that good, but on Hall of Fame is really good. And then you have to keep your vertical at least, I believe it's 82 or higher in order to get pro contact dunks. Or not pro, elite contact dunks. 93 driver dunk and 82 vertical. I think it's the lowest you can go. So, yeah, this is a really good build. I would say if you're really trying to be competitive as like a guard, running as like a point forward, this is definitely the build to go with. And y'all can see the takeovers. You get slash and take, shot creating take, play take and lock take, man. So this really a two-way build. But see, this year on next gen, the build names are so crazy. Look at this build name it gives you, right? First, it gives you some. I don't like the comparison it gives, but Lonzo Ball and LaMelo are like any point guard comparison. But you see, slash and playmaker. Now I just showed y'all, you get shot creating takeover. So really, you could play however you really want to play with this build. I think as we go down 2K23, you might start seeing a lot more slash and playmakers. So I say, if you just get in the game, you know what I mean? Especially, I know a lot of people getting it for Christmas. So this, I would say, if you run the point guard, make this build. Or consider running something like this build. You don't need a super high three. If you want a super high three and you want to play like Curry, then, you could kind of adjust from there. But just from what I've seen, if you want to be like an inside out scorer, this to me is better than the regular inside out scorers builds y'all, you probably done seen. So let me show y'all a different build. Let me show y'all the lock build. How do we get back? Okay, test build. Oh no, that's my bad, y'all. Let me go back. Go to edit build. Just go. Okay, I'm gonna show y'all this next build. Now, this build I'm gonna show you guys is the 3 and D2 guard at shooting guard. You know what I mean? You could, I think, make him at point guard, but I made him at shooting guard. It really doesn't matter. Like, this year, the position doesn't matter. Your height, weight, and wingspan is what matters. You know what I mean? So you can make him at point guard if you want. I just decided to make him at shooting guard because I didn't want to run point with this build. So y'all see 6'7", 198, 7'4" wingspan. And I made him built, you know what I mean? As a lockdown, I feel like you should look like bigger than the average player, you know what I mean? But that's preference. So look at drive and dunk. You got an 85 drive and dunk. That's definitely high enough to contact dunk. 83-point shot. You're definitely gonna hit shots, And then you see the badge count too. 16 shooting, 16 playmaking, 22 defensive. You know what I mean? This is 99 steal, 97 perimeter defense, and then you still got an 87 block. So you get silver anchor. And this year, y'all, you need to have anchor on. Do not make a build this year without anchor on. Don't do it. I'm just go ahead and let you know now. Everybody has, for the most part, builds that can contact dunk. So if you're out here and you running with a build that doesn't have at least anchor on bronze, at least really silver, but at least on bronze, you're probably gonna get dunked on almost every play. You know what I mean? But this is really like a do-it-all lockdown. You can still dribble with an 85 ball handle. 70 pass at. It's not good to be like a point guard, but it's good enough to be like, a lockdown. And then, like I said, 80, you're definitely hitting 16 shooting badges and your contact dunking once you get your badges up. Now, like I said, you want to have at least 16 badges in order to put on silver tier 3 badges. Because how it works is you have to put on a certain amount in order to put on tier 2 badges. You have to put on I think 3 tier 1 badges. And then you have to have 10 badge points combined within your tier 1 and tier 2 badges in order to put on tier 3 badges. So you got to have at least, I say 16 in order to put on a silver tier 3 badge. So when you get that extra 4, or like extra badge points from like the season pass when you hit level 39. I say put at least 3 on finishing, and then I mean you could put an extra one on playmaking or to get gold unpluckable, because you can get it with this build. So that's what I would do. But yeah, this is still you can contribute on offense with this build, and still you got all the attributes you need in order to play lockdown defense on the perimeter. So this would this is the lock build I have right now. This is the lock build I would suggest anybody, if you plan on guarding like smaller builds, consider making this build. And then let's go to now the bad thing is you only get lock and rim tape, but honestly, as a a perimeter lockdown 3 and D2, that's what you're gonna be running anyway, is probably lock or rim tape. So, and honestly, to get rim tape at 6'7" is crazy. But let's see, we'll do this, and then I'll show y'all the build. And I can't remember the build comparisons I got for this build. Okay, Tony Allen. Okay, yeah, some good comparisons. 3 and D2 guard, right? And I think maybe the Tony Allen comparisons because I made a shooting guard, but this is the lockdown build I'm running with right now. This is the lock build I would definitely say, consider making this build if you're gonna run lock. I made a lock build before this that didn't have a high block, and although I was able to play good defense on the perimeter, I wasn't able to really stop people when they went in for dunks. You know what I mean? So, like I said, just keep that in mind for real. Like, even if you don't make this build at all, keep in mind you have to have on anchor. You know what I mean? So, this last build I'm gonna show y'all. This is for my bigs. You know what I mean? I haven't made it, but I'm thinking about making this build. But this is, to me, as good of a center you can make and contribute on both sides of the ball, not just one. You know what I mean? So I have him at center, 6'10", kind of on the smaller side for a center, but it's still kind of like how the last couple 2Ks been, where if you're smaller, you can still grab boards over bigger players. You can still play defense. It's more about like their tributes and badges and stuff like that still. So 252 weight, 7'8" wings, 7'8" wingspan. And then I just always go with build. Like if I'm running with a bigger, I just always go with build. But that's, like I said, that's up to y'all. Okay, so 22 finishing badges. And like I said, I listen, it took me a long time to make these builds. Like all these builds I'm showing y'all, I didn't like, just go copy what I seen off somebody else. I really like sat down and tried to get every attribute point right for y'all. That way I'm making the best build. You know what I mean? So standing dunk is 91 and the vertical is 71. That's the threshold you need to meet in order to get big man contact dunks, right? So you're still gonna be able to get big man contact, and you get driving dunks with an 85 driving dunk. You get the regular contact dunks. You know what I mean? 87 post control. That's just enough so that you can get Hall of Fame drop step, Hall of Fame back down, all those badges. So if somebody's either like your height or smaller than you, or let's say they're bigger than you, but they don't have as much strength because you have a 94 strength, you're still gonna be able to back them down in the paint. You know what I mean? I put the pass at 73 just to be able to still pass, decent. And you get, you can't put on gold unpluckable because, you just don't have a point. But, you get 87 points. Only time you really trying to dribble is if you're in the paint and you're backing down mostly. So, and then the defense. So I couldn't get it to where I can get all the other good attributes and still have Hall of Fame post move lockdown. But you can get rim tape, and you're still gonna be, locking stuff up. And with goal post lock, you just gotta be in the right position, right? If you're in the right position, goal post move lockdown works just fine. But the 99 block, you have to have a 99 block this year in order to get Hall of Fame anchor. So keep that in mind. Like no matter what build you make, as far as big man, you have to have a 99 block. A lot of the Hall of Fame badges this year, they made sure like you have to have a 99. And then defensive rebound, same thing. You got to have a 99 in order to get a Hall of Fame rebound chaser. So This build, you're gonna get all the good big man badges: pogo stick, anchor, brick wall, rebounds, all on Hall of Fame, right? And you get chase down artists on Hall of Fame. This is a crazy build, really. And you're 6'10", you're not super big, you're not too slow, so you're really going to be chasing down blocks with this build. You're gonna have the speed advantage over the bigger builds, but you're still gonna be big body. You know what I mean? You're gonna be able to really anchor a defense with this build. So let me go ahead and show y'all the badges, and you get all the good big man badges: rim tape, glass tape, post move. You know what I mean? All the post takes. And you know what I mean? So you could really play however you want to play it. Like, let's say I got it on me personally, I would run double interior badge drop, because with Hall of Fame anchor, and Hall of Fame rebound, you're pretty much just gonna start dominating in the paint if you get dual takeover. But you could run glass if you want, and you could go offense with it and put on like power back downs or however you want to do it. Oh, and I forgot to show y'all too, right? If y'all didn't see it, let me go back. So mid-range shot is 70. That's definitely more than enough to hit a wide open mid-range shot. So let's say you need to space out the floor for whatever reason. You're still going to be able to hit like deep 2-point shots and spread out the floor for your teammates. So this is a build that there's nothing you don't do good. There's no deficiency with this big man build, in my opinion. So if y'all making a big, don't go wasting your time trying to make a big and then go turn around and realize, oh, I didn't make this. Go ahead, make this big. I will say, to me, this is the best big man you can make on this game. So let me show y'all the build name. And look at these comparisons, y'all. Robert, Click. These are some GOAT comparisons. W comparisons. You feel me? Two-way interior finisher. And yeah, man, if you're making a bid, this is definitely a bid that's gonna help you like just anchor a defense. You know what I mean? I would definitely take this big and pretty much anywhere. You know what I mean? But that's it for this video, y'all. You know what I mean? Y'all comment, let me know what y'all think about the bills, W bills, L bills, whatever y'all thinking. Tell me how would y'all twist some of these bills around, man. And I just wanted to drop this video to help people out, because I know a lot of people are gonna get the game for the first time, Christmas time. And I don't want people to go spending how I did, you know, actual money making bills, and then you turn around and realize, they got this deficiency. I could have, you know, did better doing this. You know what I mean? So I'm just trying to help out the community, man. And I'll be streaming. I stream pretty much every day, so consider liking the video, subbing up to the video, man. Come through to the live stream if you see me. And yeah, man. Till next time, I'll see you guys later.